So, go to charts and go to statistics. Just going to pull up a lot of information that's quite interesting, quite detailed, and sometimes interesting and sometimes a little overwhelming. Usually the default is going to be individual, so you tell we have slightly more males in our tree, almost 51% and almost 49% ratio, and it tells how many people are living and dead. We have more people dead than living in the tree. That sounds a little odd, but that's the way it is. Unknown, because of childbirth, we don't necessarily know what gender they were or what sex they were. It's time of birth, so that means that's what the 0.5% is. So we know about total births and total deaths. It tells by century how many there were. In the 20th century, we had 2,400 people born. 19th century, we also had 2,400 people born. In 21st century, we only had 20. I know I'm missing a lot of births in the 21st century, so that'd be nice to fill in some more numbers there. I'm sure we have more than 20 births in our tree in the last 20 years, or I guess it's 20 years. It tells the earliest death, the latest death. Now this will be based on your view, so you can't necessarily see people who died that are not private to you. So average age of death is 64 years, and you get this little graph here by century. And then greatest age, this might be a little bit distorted in some cases, but it is based on records. Those are individuals, from families. Once that loads, you have total number of marriages, total number of families, total number of known divorces, the earliest marriage, earliest divorce, marriages by century. And again, these are known marriages, and some of these might be filtered by your view, so you may not see some things. Age of birth, age by century. It's quite informative information. Larger number of the grandchildren, so this is kind of interesting, at least by known. So you can see this person has 44 grandchildren. This person only has 31 grandchildren. So that's information. Greatest difference between siblings was 28 years old up here, and age between wife and husband. Of course, that's based on records, so there may be some inaccuracies in that. Other statistics. This is about events and media and sources and things like that. And greatest number of birthplaces was New Hampshire, and it will tell you the breakdown, so forth from there. Birthplaces and death places, mentioned countries. It even shows you on a map where it is, and you can actually drill down into here. It's kind of cool. And then finally, you have a custom. So you can do by month of birth, by month of death, any other combinations, things, and show the chart. So we say month of birth, date period, let's go between 1900 and say individual. No, this is it. I want to show the chart on that. And then it loads down here. So it will show the month of birth. So it looks like before 1900 was August, and then so it changed over time slightly. But of course, this is based on what we have in our tree, so it's a sample, if you will. But it's still interesting because it did change over time. Like this one, but it is interesting. And you can change this. Average age of death, average of marriage, and so the chart, and we'll reformat the chart and show you the age of death between what 25 year period of time. And you can change this to here, and you can also do it by percentage. If you want by percentage instead, so it will we'll do that. So very interesting to play with.